So fine, baby, you just blow my mind.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Tanner Bybee.
He's someone you can rely on to provide quality innings in almost every one of his starts, Boog. He knows how to command the mound. His stuff is good, and sometimes it's even better than good. If he gets off to a fast start, look out. It could be a tough day for this lineup.
Ian Happ up to hit. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. And that's how this game gets started.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The 0-1.
Ball, that's down.
And fires in a fastball at 95. And a swing and a miss. 1 out in the top of the first.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Here's Kyle Tucker. And it's fouled away. Bounce to Santana. He'll do it himself. 2 away here in the top of the first.
Batting third,
Let's take a look at our lineup. Two down, bases empty. Seiya Suzuki digs in now. And the first offering is not close. 2 outs, bases empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Now the Guardians will get their shot, still scoreless. You're dialed into the show.
You can never be like me. Yeah, I push until I bleed, and I keep it so 100, not afraid to show my.
Back here in Cleveland. On the hill here today, Shota Imanaga. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And now here is Stephen Kwan. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. That one fouled off. The 0-2. And that skips into the dirt. Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that one ripped to left, and it stays fair.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now a chance for Kyle Manzardo. In the dirt, but kept close. Runner on the go. Slap the other way, foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Jose Ramirez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Foul ball there. Lined, and that's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Carlos.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Two on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Now 2 out.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Here's Lane Thomas. To the left side, but it is well foul. Two aboard, 2 outs. And that one missing low.
1-1.
And a count 1-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center, and that ends the inning. Guardians strand a couple, scoreless after 1. Back now at Progressive Field. Second inning set to go. Down the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Michael Busch.
Come on, Tanner.
And there's a foul ball. Oh, 1 down. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting fifth, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Swanson digs in. And a strike. And the right-hander deals. Fastball is outside. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
Next offering upstairs. And that one upstairs. Runner at first with no outs here. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And it one-hops the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. Golden opportunity right here. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. The next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. Going back, and it's off the wall. 1 runs in, runner around third. Runner from second crosses the plate, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, that's a huge swing to clear the bases, drive into, and get all the way around to third. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat a center fielder like that, you know you hit it well.
Runner at third, nobody out. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. And there's a base hit to left. Horner comes around to score. And it's an RBI single. It's 3-zip.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Gage Workman, the next Cub to hit. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Noel going back. And caught on a warning track.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And now it's Miguel Amaya. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
That one missed.
That's inside.
And now 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Throw to first. Crow Armstrong dives back in safely. Crow Armstrong leads off first with 1 away. Just misses with that one.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the
Up
ump to
next
help
for the
him out and
Cubs,
make a call
left
with that
fielder,
last pitch,
Ian
but
Happ.
neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup, Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That catches the top part of the zone. Strike one.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
In the dirt, blocked. Tag, see. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got 2 runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard somewhere.
Second and third here. One away. And that misses. 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Thomas sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags from third. He's in to score on the sac fly, and it's 4-0.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. Grounded out his first time up.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
First pitch misses. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And downstairs. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
We got a full count.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of
Up
tells you
next for
that
the
that's the
Cubs,
pitch he has
the
the most
designated
confidence in
hitter,
right now.
Seiya
Just
Suzuki.
couldn't find the strike zone.
First and second, 2 outs. Next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. He's 0 for 1. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 4 and the Guardians nothing. Here in Cleveland, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Angel Martinez.
Angel Martinez.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
There's a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
That one catches the corner for a strike. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
At the plate, John Kenzie
Off the plate, ball
Noel.
1.
First pitch, and he just misses.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boog. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 1 out, bases empty. And he chases that one below the zone. Swing and a miss, splitter in the dirt. Out on the drop, 3rd strike, 2 gone.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Fastball for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Ball one there.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Guardians fail to score. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. On to the 3rd inning, and now the first baseman, Michael Busch.
Michael Busch.
Bybee back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And now it's Dansby Swanson. A double and a run scored his first time up. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Nico Horner. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Next offering is fouled back. Swanson, the base runner at first with 1 out. Out towards right center field. And that'll get down for a hit. Throw into 3rd. And the throw's offline. Safe at 3rd.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there.
Center
He got that
fielder,
front foot
Pete
down, and
Armstrong.
pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. And that one is gone. He nails one out to right. And they add to the lead. It's 7-0. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Tanner Bybee gives way, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching
A new
for the
arm into the
Guardians.
game, the righty, Jacob
Number
Junis.
16.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is.
Junis.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Base is empty, one away. And next for the Cubs, Gage Workman. That's in there. And that's strike one. Workman getting to start at third, 25 years old. He's actually a former Rule 5 draft pick. One down, base is empty. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him.
Now batting, catcher Miguel Amaya.
Now the Cubs catcher, Miguel Amaya, worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. That one in there across the letters. Swing and a foul straight back. Still only one out here in the inning. And there's a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swings through it for the K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Ian Happ, the next to hit. Former first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati. Grew up in Pittsburgh. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Missed with a changeup. 1-1.
I got a ball.
Already 3 runs across in the frame. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Line drive, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. Swing and a ball lifted in the air and makes the grab, and that'll do it. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 7-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Here's Brian Rocchio.
The shortstop.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
He swings and fouls one off. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan. Popped up left side, Swanson. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Guardians, designated hitter, Kyle
Manzardo now at the plate. That's outside. Ball 1. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is foul. That catches the zone for a strike. 1-2.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
And now it's even up.
2-2 to count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. Not going their way. It's 7-0. New inning getting started. And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki. You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star Game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt like wherever you turned, there was some type of ad for the All-Star Game, a face of one of the players playing in the game. I thought the city overall supported. Diving stop at second. It's there, and that's a great play.
But he looks so comfortable making that play. Dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
Now at the plate, Michael Busch. 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Yeah, and I think the players backed it up from the home run derby and the show that was put on between Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Pete Alonso, and others. It was off the charts. And then the game is always special. When you see the best in baseball, you remember how special this game is. And to be here at this ballpark, I think just was the icing on the cake.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Ball 2.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. That one misses, and now it's 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Struck him out looking.
Now batting,
Dansby Swanson stands in. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Two down, nobody on. Just
outside,
missed.
that's a ball.
Inside. Full count now. And Swanson will take his base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So here's Horner now. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Next offering is down low. And that's downstairs and outside. Runner at second, 2 down.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Naylor collects, fires to first. Not in time. He legs it out. So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, that's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
First and third, 2 away. Here's a speed threat, Pete Crow Armstrong. Late swing, foul to the left. Swanson on third. Horner at first, 2 out of the inning. Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Cubs strand a couple, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Back here in Cleveland, now it's Jose Ramirez.
Boog, this batter gets described as a homebody because he loves playing at home, and historically his numbers back it up.
There's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Backed off the plate that time.
Hey, 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And that just misses.
Oh, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Inside, almost got him. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. It's slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Carlos Santana will hit next. Went down on strikes his first time through. Top of the zone for a called strike. The Guardians with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. High in the air, out to right. Tucker sizing this one up. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder.
Here comes Lane Thomas. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Fastball for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
And the 0-2. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Ground ball left side. Oh, and it hits the base. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, second baseman,
And up next for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Outside corner, there's a strike. Shota with a move to first. Thomas back on a dive. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Two outs, and that one is inside, ball 1. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9. 1 left for the Guardians. They continue to trail 7-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. So up now for Chicago,
leading off
Gage
for the
Workman.
Cubs, third baseman, number 25.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Eric Sabrowski, a rookie left-hander, appears to be getting going. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, left side, Kwan. 1 down.
Now batting, catcher Miguel Amaya.
And here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya. He is struck out and he is walked. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. That's down and in. A slider missed. Line drive. That's a hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away. Back to the top of the lineup. And here is Ian Happ. First pitch misses. Foul ball. Amaya over at first with one away. Off the mark there, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one clips the corner. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Pitch misses there, and the count's full. Roll to short, could be 2. Slings to second, double play, and that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 7 and the Guardians nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Jhonkensy Noel. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
You know, these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And that one is in the dirt. Now 2-2. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate, but as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
And next is the Guardians catcher, Bo Naylor. His first at-bat was a strikeout. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting. In today's world of baseball compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
And that one fouled off.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room, it's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
Man at first, one away. Next pitch inside, and it's 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Oh, he gloves it.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So the batting order turns over. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. First pitch just misses. In the air, center field. Crow Armstrong should have it, and the inning is over. Back now at Progressive Field. Start of the sixth, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Kyle Tucker. Junis back to work. And a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. And 1-2.
Outside.
Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Paul Sewald, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Herron also throwing.
Ball, that's down.
That one down the line. Fair ball. Around first, heading for two. He makes it safely with a leadoff double in the sixth.
Now batting, the designated
With a pitch
hitter,
away, that's
Seiya
exactly
Suzuki.
what you want to do with it. Drive it the other way. And right there, just barely able to keep it fair down the line for the double.
Seiya Suzuki getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. On the ground right side. Throw on to Santana. Now one gone in the top of the sixth.
Up next for the Cubs, first baseman Michael Busch.
And up next for Chicago, Michael Busch. 1 for 3. Fought off foul. Next offering is in for a strike.
Come on, here we go.
Hot shot to third. Sends it to first. Now 2 away. And here comes
Now batting,
Dansby Swanson.
Shortstop Dansby Swanson.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. Tucker scores. It's an RBI single, and it's an 8-run lead.
Now batting, second baseman
So a man at
Nico
first.
Horner.
Now here is Nico Horner. Throw over to first. Swanson back in on a dive. And first offering is fouled off. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's the ball. Throw to second. Out. And that'll end the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
That missed by a lot. And it's 2-1. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3. I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time. And the drop third strike leads to the first out.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there, and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Jose Ramirez. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Ramirez, an all-star a season ago, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. The Cubs up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. And another ball, double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ryan Brazier up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Thielbar, a left-hander, also throwing. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 3. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Crow Armstrong sizes this one up. 2 down. Here's Lane Thomas now.
Center fielder, Lane Thomas.
And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. To the right side, Horner. They get the force inning over. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Cubs 8 and the Guardians nothing. Top of inning number 7. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. That one the other way. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's already homered in this game. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. That one close, ruled a ball. And that is ball one. And another ball.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Nasty pitch right there. Yeah, the count is filled up. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid.
Now batting, number 25.
And next for the Cubs, Gage Workman. And a swing and a miss there. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Next offering way off the plate.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just to waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Good eye right there. Caught him looking for the K.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Slice down the right side.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Just off the outside edge, and 1-1. And that is out of play. Slow roller to third. Ramirez fires across the diamond, and that'll do it. One left for the Cubs as the lead holds at 8-0. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Angel Martinez.
Angel Martinez.
That's to third. Workman over to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh.
Next for the Guardians, right fielder John Kenzie.
Now here is John Kenzie Noel. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-1's the count.
Now 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss. Shota Imanaga with the strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That misses. Ball 1.
Now just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
That's ball 2.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. In the air, right side. Tucker on the move. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that.
Now pitching.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Tim Herron.
Number
I
29.
think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So back to the top of the order. Ian Happ digs in now. That one almost got him.
Strikes. Ball. Hey.
As a hitter, you got to
balls,
learn something
1
from
strike.
that pitch. You clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Gets the outside corner with that one. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. And that one is off the wall.
Everything came together for him.
Now
Just missed out on a
batting, right
home
fielder,
run
Kyle
right there,
Tucker.
but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Kyle Tucker, the next Cub to hit. On the ground to first. Could be 2. Santana over to second. Back to first. And that is a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
2 down, base is empty. Seiya Suzuki now at the plate. And it's fouled away. Back to the mound. It hit him. The throw is still in time. And they do get the 3rd out. The inning is over. Cubs are down quietly as it remains an 8-0 game.
Now pitching for the
Back
Chicago
now, new
Cubs.
pitcher on the mound as we roll into the
Number
bottom of the 8th.
24.
Caleb Thielbar.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And first offering is fouled off. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. First offering misses badly for ball one. Movement in the bullpen. Ryan Brazier up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering upstairs.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Throw is offline, and he's got a double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots, or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
One out, runner at second. Now it's the Guardians' DH, Kyle Manzardo. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Kwan leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Next pitch misses way outside. Swing and a ball popped up. Bush nabs it. Out number 2.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Strike on the inside corner. 0-1. That one found hard the other way. Man on second, 2 down. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Back here in Cleveland, and here's the first baseman, Michael Bush. Fouled off left side. Aaron measures 6 feet 6 inches. He throws a slurve, a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a sinker. Outside low, and the count even 1-1. In for a strike. Good slider.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
That one outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that's a fair ball.
Now batting, shortstop.
So man
Dansby
aboard.
Swanson.
So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. That one fouled off. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. And there's a strike. Next offering is fouled back. The Cubbies up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Crow Armstrong stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
That one off the mark, and the count 1-2. Next offering misses down and away. And look out, as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
25.
Digging in, Gage Workman. That one not close. 1-0. Hard hit left side. They take the force out, and that is that. Here in Cleveland, and here is Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana.
Thielbar back to work. Fastball for a strike. Not close with that one, and now it's even 1-1. And that one hammered. Tucker really on his horse for it. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, center fielder, Lane.
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Close, but call the ball. And it's 1-0. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. A gigantic blast, and they've got their first run. It's 8-1. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Martinez, the next to hit, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. High fly ball out towards left field. Happ ranging back on it. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, right fielder.
So they're down to their final out. And now the right fielder, John Kenzie Noel. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Fastball is outside. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Next pitch is downstairs. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs take this one in a blowout.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well. We saw some outstanding plays. Great performances all the way around. Just 1 run allowed. They never gave the other side a chance.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.